Hello and welcome to the Johnny Danger Show. I'm Johnny Danger coming to you live from the Danger Zone. And today we bring you another episode of the Saturday Morning Podcast where we bring you the latest and greatest in internet news and we bring it to you today. Thank you. Thank you. Today on the Danger Zone, we have a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about the great exploitation. We're going to talk about, I don't even remember what we put on the title today. How to bother police, which is a crazy thing. I might have time to show today. Is this guy that just bothers police, and we'll get into it if we have time. And then what was the third thing on the docket? What not to do at SeaWorld. Yeah, we can go over all that and more today on the Danger Zone. Anywho's, that being said, let's get right into it. Am I right? Starting with the great exploitation. So apparently there's a term that has been going around called the great, no, it was called the quiet quitting. Apparently there's this big phenomenon going around. And what I thought quiet quitting, well, this is what I thought quiet quitting was. If I could put a visual representation of what I thought quiet quitting looked like. Oh, like they're playing the same song I'm playing. That's funny. All right, that was so fast that I didn't really get to catch it. All right, so this is essentially what I thought quiet quitting was. Right? Just doing the absolute bare minimum, and like it goes by so quickly that you can't even catch it. Ready? Yeah. I don't know. Round of applause for that one. All right. So that's what when I first heard that statement, I was like, that's quiet quitting. Just some dude that shows up, doesn't really want to be there, and then like comes and goes. According to this video and Dr. Phil, right? We're doing it wrong. That's not quiet quitting apparently. Quiet quitting is apparently you coming into work, doing the job that you were told to do, that you got hired to do, and then going home. I had no idea. I thought that was you know, trying to get ahead, right? When you go home, like so for example, when I started working at one place, I was like, oh, I'm going to study at home so that when I'm done with training, I'm going to appear like I'm, better suited or acclimated to this position. But I was doing it out of fear of like, oh, maybe they'll be like, oh, we don't need this guy. But according to Dr. Phil and society, business owners right now, that's not what quiet quitting is. And this is what they have to say about that. So there you have it. I got to do sound bites too. So there you have it. That's what quiet quitting is. Not refusing to answer an email after your work hours, right? You're with your kids, you're bathing your child, your dog, whatever you have. I never had a kid or a dog, so I don't know how to bathe either. So, or doing construction in your house, right? That might be right. Or say you're just dealing with fires all over your personal life. You're supposed to stop whatever you're doing. You got a message from your boss or something. You drop everything, you know, whatever. Drop everything. And then answer that text message. Not clocked in, but you're just supposed to be on call. That's what quiet quitting is. Let's go. I'm gonna repeat it one more time. I'm gonna play it one more time, because I just want to make sure that's what we're understanding here. So one more time, please. Okay. Above and beyond. Now, as a person that has habitually done above and beyond, because I'm like, I think the term is a people pleaser, right? This is not a good thing, right? Therapists will work with you to avoid this type of behavior. Dr. Phil here says should be expected of you, right? So say in a business standpoint, right? Let's just think about that. You go to McDonald's and you go, hey, can I have a number one? And they go, all right, here's a number one. Here's some chicken nuggets as well. As a business owner, you're going to look at your employee and be like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm going above and beyond, you could say. I'm giving them more than what they asked me to do. And as the business owner for that business, you're going to be like, no, not with my money, right? But when it comes to corporate thinking, they're going to say, you should do that when it comes to us. So like if that same employee was like, hi, I know you wanted me to come, you didn't need me to come in on Saturday. I came in on Saturday and I didn't even clock in, you know, not as that far, don't go that far, but you know what I mean? But and I didn't clock in for like the first 30 minutes, you know, don't worry about it. It's billable time. I do it because I love it. No, no. One, okay, so that usually you do stuff like that, right? And they refer to stuff like that as brown nosing and stuff like that because you want to become someone higher on their radar, right? You want to be some sort of management position, leadership position, more money. That's why they do that, right? The problem is everybody caught wind of this, right? Okay, that's all you got to do to get more money, then everyone does it. Now it's just expected. So much to the point where even Dr. Phil doesn't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Mm-hmm. Got him. Nailed it. So this is the video that I came across, and this is how I came across this. This guy makes a lot of good points. We're gonna hold off on his comments really quickly because I just kind of want to go into more examples of what this is, right? Expecting someone to do something that more than what you expecting someone to do more than what you asked of them, it's and for free is, let's just be honest. And maybe I should play some music so it's not so serious up in here. Is exploitation. Thank you. I need a fucking sound guy. Yes, it's exploitation. Congratulations, guys. We figured it out. And so as I'm watching this video and I'm listening to Dr. Phil and all these people make their points, yeah, he makes a lot of good points. So the first thing, and I want to dissect every single part of this video, but let's just hear what some people on TikTok have to say. I don't think I have anything on TikTok. Round of applause. I think like so I started gathering information on quiet quitting, and I also sneaked in, you know, policies because they also repealed the forgiving student loan recently, which I want to just go so hard into it. But let's listen to this lady, right? Because it it just always seems right, and I'm going to give you two examples of what it always seems like. It always seems like whenever we ask for the bare minimum of like decency, we get talked down to the point where it's just like I don't know, to the point where it's just condescending. Here's two examples, right? So recently, regarding the bill um, that they did not pass. Uh, this is Nancy Pelosi and what she has to say about that. Ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. I didn't know that, right? Sure, fine. So it's not the president's responsibility, is what she's trying to get to, right? But why didn't it pass? Nothing. All right. Well, that's all I got apparently. Right. But like, why didn't it pass? And we all know the answer to that. They're not going to tell us. We don't have the money. They don't have the money. Just say it. We don't have the money. And like a lot of the examples that they use, right? Because we always constantly ask for stuff, and they always just like, well, we can't. There's just no money for that. Meanwhile, they'll forgive. For example, let's go to Brett Kavanaugh because they literally just saw something about this. Who was forgiven $200,000. Where's that article? Whoops. There it is. I'm a pro streamer. Oh, all right. Round of applause for that, right? There you have it. Brett Kavanaugh, one of the people that voted against forgiving student loans, got $200,000 wiped off of his debt, and it was gambling debt, some of it, right? And so they'll be like, okay, well, listen, we can give this one person, Brett Kavanaugh, $200,000 and say you don't owe that, instead of giving $200,000 to everybody in the country. That would be impossible to do, right? Okay, I understand that concept. I'm not stupid, right? I am, but you know, I can at least understand that. But like, didn't we lose $60 billion recently on something that didn't make sense? All right, well, I'm not doing a good job explaining this because I pull from random access points in my memory, right? I don't have uh the facts, right? So let's just go into some of the facts. Ah, gosh darn it. Bear with me. I don't know if that's accurate, but there you have it, right? There's some numbers right there. Thank you, TikTok, for or this gentleman at least, for providing us that information. More than $200 billion dollars in COVID aid may have been stolen in federal watched. Okay, fine. Nothing we can do about that. We got grifted. But that's $200,000 in Brett Kavanaugh's debt. That's $200 billion evaporation, right? And at this point, we have corporate CEOs talking to us like this. Ready? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Sure. It kind of sounds like she's not herself doing the things that she's asking her employees. Be kind, be compassionate. She's sort of looks like she's talking to me like I'm a piece of shit, right? This person she's talking down to me right now. I don't even work for this for the company, and I'm offended. And then she ends this statement, right, with this statement, which was like astonishing, astonishing. The Kapiti City. Wow. What? And on its own, you're just like, yeah, like there's no point on wallowing and not getting a bonus, right? But it's two factors, right? It's this one. Look at the way she's talking to you. I don't work for this company, but I'm taking it as if I am. Why are you talking to my? Why are you talking to me like this? And then two, don't forget that the beginning of the beginning of the video that she took a $5 million salary. So it's like you can take her word at the moment and go, okay, yeah, maybe we're being irrational for asking for like a bonus, but she made out like a bandit, and then she wants us to tell that she wants to tell us to get over it. I took your money. So okay, so the analogy that I'm trying to put here, or uh, the connection that I'm trying to make, is that it's the same concept. The people that are making the laws and the decisions not only just speak to us in a way where it's like we're being disrespected and made to look like we're kind of like the pieces of shit for just asking for some help. But not only that, but we're the pieces of shit that don't even bother to work. So it's like passing it all back to the people who all they're asking for is just for some assistance. So I guess for more on this situation, I guess we can go find out what some people are saying. I guess Joe Biden did say something regarding this, which I can stand this sentiment at least. I don't, and I hate that, right? When you place blame, the first person that he went to is these Republican officials. He has a base statement and then continues it to pass the buck. Like, no, no, you have to say we. Whenever you address an issue with the whole entity, you have to say we, right? Because if a crew of bank robbers get busted because one guy did something wrong, they don't say, "Oh, he was busted." He says, "We were busted because so and so went in without a mask." Right? It's not the Republican to the right fucked up, and now all of us are suffering. It's we fucked up because we didn't see the signs, we didn't act the right way, whatever the case may be. I'm just gonna put that out there. Oh shit, got him. Oh shit, I got some stuff on that too. Yo, yeah. Wow. Round of applause. Sorry. He's just like, yo, can I just I'll get some help? And it would have been so based if he didn't just add the Republican part in the beginning. I'm not a Republican, but no, you can't do that either. Sorry. So, all right, so we got to the bulk of this. So let's find out more about, I guess, the PPP loans. Oh, why did I have that? Why did I put this in here? Oh, that must have been my accident. An accident. Oh, that sucks. It was a scene from a movie. Okay, moving on. I had something on the PPP loan, but it is what it is. So what else, right? Let's go back to our original video. So this man makes a lot of good points. Let's watch. Oh, that's good assessment. Yo, and it's just funny because a lot of the tactics that are implemented by both corporate America and our own elected officials are the same tactics that we're now seeing and calling out for. It's victim blaming, passing the blame, and then victim like every toxic maneuver, it has been exasperated um in these last couple of weeks. Like I feel like we're all starting to see this stuff. We're all getting tired of this stuff. And I think once the Great Awakening, I guess, happens, I'm gonna call this one out there. Once the Great Awakening happens, there's just no way that these people are gonna get away with this anymore. One, we're not gonna be able to afford to just throw money at stuff to make it go away. We're not going to be able to afford to be allowed to be gaslighted by a corporate superior. Not going to allow it to be. We're not going to. We can't afford to be exploited anymore. It's going to happen. There's so much you can squeeze out of a stone that it's just not going to keep on giving you giving you stuff forever. Like what? But I digress. Let's go. What's going on? I can't hear anything. Question. Okay. Okay, so this is, and before we watch this, this is a tactic. So if you're ever being narcissistically abused, right? And I did have a whole segment about narcissistic abuse. There's certain strategies that they implement in order to confuse you, disarm you, blah blah blah, in order to gain control of any situation. So it's things that they had to rely on for whatever reasons growing up, and now they use it as adults. That being said, this is a great way to see it in person, right? Remember, victim blaming, deflection, and victim mentality, right? He was about to make a point. He started going in hot, right? You're gonna have to accept your leadership responsibilities, and he gets cut off and deflects the situation. This is the supposed to be the impartial host of the show having this debate. But go ahead. And that's the point, right? Like if you make sense, if you speak factually, true to the heart, you're going to be able to keep making your points over and over again. You're going to be able to make new points. You're going to be able to look at it in different directions, and your point will still be able to make sense. When your point doesn't make sense, that's when you have to deflect, avoid, you know, whatever toxicity that you want to incorporate. Okay, fair enough. And I think you're allowed to have that stance, right? Say, for example, me, right? I work and I try to provide a level of service that I believe is above and beyond. However, I'd also, as soon as I go home for the day, I start to practice skill shots and to post on TikTok videos because I'm trying to make a Fortnite account, and I'm gathering information for my Saturday morning podcast, right? I still have a goal to become something else that is not my current job. And you might think, well, then why at your current job? Well, because one, I left another job, so I couldn't be there anymore, and I need a new job. It just turns out that this job I'm good at. If this job ends up becoming the job that I retire with, then so be it. But I'm allowed to have ambitions outside of my job. I don't see that as being fundamentally wrong. But go on. You didn't show it. All right, so here we go. Okay, narcissistic abuse times 1,000. Here we go. Okay. Since before he was born, meaning he was born into it. All right, let's go. Why am I lazy? I'm not quiet quitting, but why are they lazy? So if you ever seen the show, I take everything like in a personal way, right? So if you're attacking a specific whatever underline here, I try to put myself in the position of that person being targeted, and I go, well, am I wrong, or or are you right? I guess, or am I wrong or you wrong, right? That allows me to sort of see it from both sides. Like, are these corporate CEOs right? Because maybe you should be adding a little bit of flair to your whatever, maybe putting in more. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I can't even put myself in the position, because it doesn't make sense to me. As soon as I put myself in the other side's position, I go, well, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. If I am selling a product and I'm selling like this one product, and I say this one product is $10, here's the product, thank you for the $10, but then I reach in my pocket and start giving them more, that doesn't make financial sense to me, right? So why do you expect that from your employees? Why do you want them to give you more? That's stealing. That's wage theft, right? No, whatever. Let's keep going. Oh, you're not gonna let them talk? Come on. Eh, no shit. No shit. Okay, so keep that in mind, right? So the guy, one of the people that is talking on the panel for quiet quitting, for or against quiet quitting, is a nepotism hire. Keep that in mind. Let's go. So if you're wondering, I think he's introducing them first. He goes on to let them talk. It's just I didn't plan the show very properly. That's okay. We're gonna get past it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he assumes what he assumed like the rest of us, I guess. Yeah, that happened a long time ago before quiet quitting. I can promise you that. Are you saying if I my new my new sound? Are you saying if I quiet quit, I'm gonna learn a new language? Fuck yeah, let's go. Make that make sense. If you start quiet quitting, then tomorrow we're gonna learn another language. But I love this YouTuber because ready how he this is the point he makes afterwards. Yeah. Oh, here we go. So remember this guy, right? This is the statement he's about to make. The kid who was hired by his father to be the CEO says this. All right, that's based. All right, that I poorly planned this section out. Bear with me. Right. All right, let me move on. There's a there's a gotcha clip that I want to just play for you really quickly. God, we run such a tight ship. Dead air. There you have it. Here, we'll play this sound as I get the clips that I need. Thank you. All right, let's just move on. God, like I do so much prep work before the show, and it is for nothing. Thank you. Anyways, all right, so that's it. That was that topic. Round of applause, I guess. We got more stuff to cover, anyways. So there you have it. Just work for free, everybody. I mean, come on. What do you special? So we're not just all about finances and calling people out on this show. We are also here. We're also here to inform you because we need to know the truth about things. Whoops, I accidentally liked this video. I do like this video, but I have to lower the volume. All right, so in case you weren't aware, here's a public PSA about men and women. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Round of applause for that joke. I spent 10 minutes prepping that up, prepping that joke right before the show. Round of applause. Oh, I love this video. All right, so hypothetically, I find myself next to Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and I don't know, Mark Cuban, and we're just all hanging out. And I'm like, hey, do you guys, you guys have a cigar? Oh, thank you so much. Do you have a light? Can I light my cigar? I have my own personal cigar. I just happen to be here. And then all of a sudden, we're just hanging out, wow, 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 joking around. Are you saying my bank account will start to fill at that very moment? Is that what you're trying to say? Just making sure. What else do we got? Oh, I don't even want to talk about this lady. Not yet. Oh, what not to do at SeaWorld. I saw this video, and I thought this was just so bizarre. Bear with me. It's so... If you can see what's happening here, this seal's about to escape. And somebody comes in to try to stop this seal before they can get out, obviously, because they're not supposed to be out of there. But what I don't understand is, like, why did she put her life in... So here's the video. Let's just watch it really quick. And it's just a couple... We'll watch the full video here. Here's the couple things that astonished me from this video. Is one, this girl literally puts herself in harm's way to save this seal that could withstand the force of dropping from that distance, and that's probably why they're jumping off. But this is happening while R. Kelly's "I Believe I Can Fly" is in the background. Like, are we not? Are we? Did we? Are we? Did we move past that? I don't. Okay, let's just watch the video. Here we go. So, as you can see, let's just replay it. This is so difficult. What she not only does she fall, but her head slams down. Boom. That could have ended her life right there. There's a guy who got punched in the face, dropped the same way, and died. I don't know. There you have it. Round of applause. That was the whole segment of SeaWorld. Alright, what else we got? I was gonna do a segment about TikTok stars, TikTok chefs, and how good they are, and then I found this video. Oh, you have to hear the audio because he's describing this too. Uh-huh. Can you just use an electric stove? Okay. Round of applause. And then this video. Which, I mean, in its own right, like, this all looks amazingly delicious, right? The cutlets, that sauce, maybe. The bread, okay. But then, the sauce, okay. Alright, the cheese, okay. You're gonna toast it too, okay. Then you're gonna put some bacon, okay. Then you put some checker fries, and then you can put some mozzarella. More sauce. Okay. Round of applause, I guess. I mean, I looks delicious, but who needs that much food in one? Whatever. It is what it is. Round of applause. These videos were ridiculous. I don't know if you guys have ever seen a string of these videos where they like toss a usually it's like a soccer ball, and they'll just toss it to the guy or girl or a person that is seamlessly walking down the street. And in European cities, they actually, some of them even kind of, show off their skills, which, sure, when it comes to a sport that is worldly known, like football, or what Americans call soccer, right? But when you throw a basketball at somebody, when only a small group of people know how to one-handle a ball, let alone shoot it, that takes, like, practice. And then you put them in a position where you have to, like, prove your skills publicly with a camera in front of you. Well, I guess you get this. Like, that motherfucker almost got hit in the face. That guy almost got tripped. And then, like, I love the fact that they, afterwards, they rate them. Like, you'll see, like, in a second, one person is just like, sure, I'll shoot. I'll join you. I'll join in the fun. And then they gave him, like, a 0 because he missed. Like, bro, you're even gonna make fun of the people that don't shoot, that do shoot, like, actually participate? Alright, they gave it to this couple. Nothing. This person almost gets hit. That person, at least brings it back to you, right, Mr. Cool Guy? Oh, he almost look. He gives him this emoji. He actually took a shot. This person just brings it back to you. This one kicks it back to the. Doesn't even know what a basketball is. She's just trying to get to work. These guys probably have some time. Oh, 0 out of 10 with the cringe emoji. And then finally, the police show up. There you have it. Round of applause, everybody. And the motherfucker thinks he's slick enough to just throw the basketball at the cop and go, okay, they're gonna join in now. Okay, round of applause for these people. I don't know. All right, we're back on track, I think. I don't know. It's so hard to make a show. Oh, this shit was crazy. We'll get into that. Oh, in case you didn't know, therapists have it very hard. And here we have a therapist who may need some help. And his patient who may need to just make another appointment. So here we go. That helps. Round of applause. I don't know. I thought that was a great skit. I don't know. It's hard. It's funner when there's people and I can just like move on from one topic to the next, and then like people who counter me, I can be like, "Oh yes, I found this." Oh, there's a segment that I wanted to do is how to bother the police. I might have to do a whole nother show for this because it's so bizarre. So this guy goes into public places where I guess I guess where you are allowed to record, and then he does this. This is his whole skit. All right, that's what he does. Round of applause. But there's more to it. This video, we're taking out of context, right? There's a lot to unpack with that one video. But let me show you the video that I first came across with this gentleman, and then make your assessment. You can make your assessment depending on what you think. You can make your own assessment on what this man is doing is wrong or not. All right, so here we go. So this is the first video that I saw of him. I want you to notice the first thing you notice, which is the man on the right. Hold on. The man on the right packing his things, which, okay, innocuous enough where you're just like, okay. But to the right, and maybe I shouldn't show this. I can't. There's no way to block this kid's face. Watch how the camera pans to the security person, right? This video was marketed, or at least perceived to be, a man whose rights are being infringed upon. You sort of see him as like, or he tries to make himself seem as some sort of like libertarian person, where he's like, I'm free to do what I'm doing. But the video literally starts off with two subject matters, a man and a kid. But watch how the video pans, right? And here we are. We're at the security person, right? And what she could have said is there a reason why you're filming that child? Not the checkpoint. The checkpoint is a security risk, sure. But he's technically within his means to his rights to do so. The checkpoint, right? You're not allowed to probably record that kid. I would assume so. I would hope so. But so this is the whole shtick. This is what he does after he gets confronted. So right off the bat is like, is there a reason why you're filming? She doesn't want to be on camera. Stop recording me. She put herself in front of the kid to protect him. That's so far what's going on. And the guy goes, what are you doing? The same way you have the right to record in public, she's allowed to stand there. So she doesn't have to justify herself to you first. But let's go. And like you could see in the background, like the mom's like, I'm guessing the kid is just like, oh, that man's recording me. Maybe. I think that's probably that. I can't. I'm speculating. But she goes, what? What man? And she looks over at the security guard. But that's what I'm assuming is happening in the background. So now this poor security officer has to literally justify herself because this guy's doing something that he shouldn't be doing. He's exercising his rights, but at the same time, like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay. We talked about blame shifting, right? She had made a modest request, and then he combats that by making an immodest request, and then saying that you're the one wrong because you're asking me to do something that I don't know. Let's just keep watching. It's all disgusting and cringe, but here we go. Relax. You don't say that to somebody. So like now the supervisor comes in. He's like, oh, what's the problem here? The first person is just doing their job, trying to protect the kid, I think, in my opinion. And then all of a sudden, this guy had to make it into something bigger. So now here's the manager going, oh, okay, what's going on here? What are you filming? Okay, so it's a childlike situation, I feel like, right? I'm recording. I can do so if I want to. There's no law against it. Sure, I get it. There's no law in place to say that I'm not allowed to, I don't know, visit Mars and then, I don't know. There's no law saying that I can't, how do I come up with a law that's not a law yet? There wasn't a law for women, for women to vote. I don't know. Hold on. At some point, there wasn't a law that you couldn't run past the red light because there was no red light, right? Just because it's not a law yet doesn't mean that you get to abuse it. I would hope. But so this guy goes around, and it's just not it's not just at the airport, right? Because if it was just the airport, it would be one thing. It was like, okay, well, there's a lot of people. Why are you on top of this guy? But he goes to a number of different places, and then he asks the same stupid questions over and over again. And the same questions are like, why? Who are you? Can I speak to your boss? Those are his common defenses. Here he him at a courtroom. Yeah, got him. Oh boy. Like right off the bat, it's like, okay, so his whole stance is like, I'm allowed to record, right? I'm allowed to be here. Up until a certain point where he goes, he's allowed to be there until, and here's the law part, right? Where it forces him to leave, is until they ask you to leave. So he's allowed to be there and record until somebody asks him to leave, which he will deflect up until the point till someone asks him to leave. Now he has to leave, but he prolongs the interaction by then trying to ask for information on the person that is there just to do their jobs, puts a camera on them, and then asks him to identify himself on camera, knowing full well that he has a following that can target the person for identifying themselves. And so when you're doing this fake social justice shit that promotes just negativity and false information, you're literally victimizing random people on the streets. But go ahead, ask your questions. Again, they just asked you to leave. You can use that way or this way. Well, I'm going to use this way because he wants to be difficult. All right, go ahead. Whatever way you want to go. But can I? But can I have your number? But can I have it? Oh, so okay, so we're gonna go together, so I can ask you some questions, bro. What the fuck? Did you not get enough attention when you were a little fucking kid that you have to be on somebody's ass? You have to be wasting our tax, our tax funds that hire these police officers to be somewhere where they don't really need to be because you're just doing something weird. You're wasting their time and our money because you want to shoot a video. I mean, it makes financial sense, I guess. Are you exercising your Fifth Amendment right? You know so fucking much about the fucking laws. Why don't you fucking pass a bill that allows you to fucking record people randomly? Why not? Because it's probably unjustifiable injustice. No, he's doing his job. He was ordered to do this. Now he's doing it. Escalation to be like, get out of my fucking way. I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Who the fuck do you think? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? You want to get frosty? That's escalation. You're escalating the situation and then flipping it around on him to make it look like he is. What is that, ladies and gentlemen? It's deflection. We're starting to pick up the pattern today, right? We're going to fucking keep on talking about it, baby. Why does he have to fucking identify himself on camera? Like, why can't he identify himself off camera? And I'll be honest with you, I know exactly why. I think he made one video where he was unjustifiably detained, and then decided that was going to be his shtick. Oh man, I just dropped soda on my shit. That's great. And so now his whole shtick is just bothering people at their jobs. Let's keep watching. I did this last week too. My freaking poor keyboard. Whoa, 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 nothing. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, like, why are you such a fucking piece of shit, bro? Like, why do you have to pretend like you don't know what they mean? That's gaslighting, by the way. We're about this today. We're fucking calling it out today. You can't be here. You can't record here. Oh, what do you mean? Got him. What do you mean I can't be in here? A smarter approach would have been like, you're saying I can't record here? Sir, I disagree. I actually well versed on this topic, and I am allowed to record, and I am allowed to be here unless somebody asks me to leave. Nobody has asked me to leave. Okay, I'll leave now. But why get to that point every single time? Like, why do you need to do this? I don't know about that. That's not, no, that's not part of the courtroom. And so, like, he's like forcing people to like provide. He forces them into a misinformation situation, right? He like literally gets them to like say something incorrect, and then that's how he gets them. Oh, I'm not in a courtroom. It's like it's the I'm not touching you defense. I'm not really touching you. Yeah, well, you're still bothering the fuck out of me. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I have to fix my Here, watch the whole video. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. In courtrooms. Oh, he's so fucking smart. In courtrooms. So there it is. So that's how the toxic person argues, right? So they'll focus on whatever incorrect information that you provided, completely neglecting the original point, which was you were asked to leave. You were asked to leave, and now you have to do what they say and leave. But instead, you're going to latch on to the point that he said you're not allowed to record in the courtroom, which you're not. But they were not in the courtroom. So now they have to essentially be going back and forth about whether he said that or not, or whether he even meant it or not. Deflecting from the point that you're not supposed to be there anymore. They asked you to leave. Oh, now it's like, are you a fucking lawyer? Bro, he's like, bro, I'm not trying to dox myself for your little fucking followers. I just came into work today. I fucking had a bran muffin and eggs. And now here I am getting fucking called out by this fucking lunatic. What's this guy name anyways? Long Island Audit? I think this is just a re-upload. Yeah, no, he's the guy. He's the guy that does this. He gets in your face and starts recording. So he instigates this shit. Oh boy. Do you have any identification on you? I need to know if you're suspecting me of a crime. You see how the interaction doesn't make sense? It's like, how old are you? I told you I work at Burger King, right? That's the Dave Chappelle skit. You know when they're guilty, when they don't answer the question directly. Can you provide me your proof of identification, sir? I told you I work at Burger King, motherfucker. That's not what I asked you. So, like in this case, they asked him right off the bat, get the fuck out. So he had to cut, stop recording, go out. And then now that he's out, they're all confronting him, which is like a waste of their time. Like, you already got him out. Just hang around the courtroom, make sure he doesn't go in. If he tries to put the camera on you, brush him away. Let them record you, don't say anything, right? But now they have to waste their time and our money having to deal with this guy, because this is what he woke up and chose to do today. Like, this is the sergeant that had to leave the station, probably doing paperwork, essential things that need to get done so that everybody else under him can do their job appropriately. And he's taking the sergeant out of from his work to now talk to you about stupid shit. Uh-huh. 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 What? Why are you in the parking lot? Like, okay, why are you in the parking lot? Like the sergeant's already trying to trap him. That's entrapment, I think. Why are you in the parking lot? As long as he avoids answering that question, he can talk out loud as long as he wants. As long as he doesn't admit to a crime, right? He can accuse you for doing whatever he wants, and allows you. But all it is, like I said, is just wasting everybody's time here. Why are you in the parking lot? What? Because you suck at your job. I should have been kicked out here. I should have been kicked out of this parking lot 50 minutes ago. But you're out here now. Oh boy. That's exactly what you're doing. Deflection. The narcissistic abuse continues. This is the shit that and I'm gonna keep on talking about. We're gonna talk about. I think the more we put shine a light on these tactics that have been very prevalent and successful in creating the society that we're in now, I think the more light that we shine on these behaviors, the better we have to disarm these I don't know, attention-seeking weirdos. I don't understand this. Okay, no. So after 36 seconds, I guess that's not that long. You are not a fucking journalist. Like, what's the story? You can walk into a public place and cause it a nuisance, and police will show up? Riveting. You can cause a public disturbance and somebody will show up? Oh my god. Round of applause for this guy for figuring that out. It's hard-hitting shit. Okay. Meanwhile, that was supposed to be funnier. This is a video of a group of people who had their car stolen, and they called the police, but they were nowhere to be found. And so that was supposed to be the joke, but it didn't land. So I deserve. All right, all right. Thank you. Round of applause for that one. Okay. Okay. So we got that segment out of the way. Round of applause for a piece of shit. What's his name? Something audits? I don't even know. So you know how difficult being a police officer might be? Like, not only do you have to deal with people who are breaking the law, but you have to deal with people that think they know the law, and then you have to know the law. That sucks. You have to be like a jacked up lawyer to be a police officer. Well, I got another video here. Oh, this is a bad video. We'll go over that video in a different time. I mean, there are points against police officer, but they don't deserve that. But he doesn't just go after police officers. He goes against anybody that's just tired of his shit. So here's this one. Oh, this is a police. Gonzalez. You ever notice that, like a old Spanish head always puts a lot of stank on their name? My name is Officer Gonzalez. Okay. Sorry, I shouldn't have done the impersonation. But that's like that's like me going, "Hey, I'm Ramirez." I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? A little less of that attitude. She started smiling. Because she knew. She was like, she put a little stank on it. Whoops. She put a little stank on her name. What I think he meant to say. What I think he meant to say was a little less of that sass, I guess, or that ethnicity is what I think he meant to say, and she got caught. But damn, sir, this dude's even racist. A little bit extra. Oh boy. Like, how dare you be yourself in front of me? That's this fucking guy has no leg to stand on. He's just literally just bothering people at this point. Are you gonna take a test? Like, imagine having to like outwit these fucking moronic people who are identify yourself, Officer Gonzalez. I don't need that attitude. Attitude? Like, how do I dress? How do I address that? Okay, here we go. Gonzalez. Oh boy. It's like in certain situations, yes, they do tell you what to do. So, for example, if there's a sign that says no skating and you're skating at that underneath that sign or in that area that has that sign, they could tell you not to skate there. So, what? I don't know. Everything else, yeah. It's your job is not to tell me not to enforce the law around me. Sometimes in some situations, yes. Yeah. Oh boy. All right, so there you have it. Round of applause. The no you defense. I almost forgot you could use that. The no you. No, you're not supposed to be here. No, you're not supposed to be here. All right, how long have we been streaming? Look at us passing an hour. Let's go. I did feel a lull in the middle of it, but we're gonna push past it and we're gonna get through the show and through this episode. I saw this video. This was amazing. This was so fucking funny. So here's a video of Mike Tyson training someone, and I guess he has a helper that does, like, the punching part where you're supposed to punch the gloves, and it's funny because I don't think his helper was anticipating what happens next. So there you is. So to paint the picture, essentially the student is doing his thing, punching the gloves, and Mike Tyson had something to say about uh, his technique. So then he goes to explain his teachings, right? His expertise, and then uses himself as an example. So goes, all right, well, I'll show you how it is. And and all of a sudden, there it is. His his helper, his hand, is just like, oh fuck. All right, go ahead, guy. Go ahead, big man. He was definitely dodged a bullet in that situation. Round of applause. I don't know. I gotta stop saying I don't know after every sketch. I think the shows where I methodically plan everything goes way smoother than the ones that don't, obviously. Oh, this is kind of cool. I want one of these things. Let's just change the music up a little bit. There it is. So I came across this video and I'm like, oh, what is this, like a boat? It's kind of cool, right? You always see those ships. Oh, this has wings. That's cool too, right? You like to see it. They start to show that you can put it underwater. You know, you could toss it around and it still works. But the thing that I want you to notice is how fast it goes, which is astonishing. Surprisingly lightweight. Lightweight. And not only that, it does this. That's fucking nuts. They just made a lightweight airplane that can withstand water and water damage. And it could be a boat too. Like, that's fucking nuts. Round of applause for that, first off. Right? But look at that. How simple is this? There's like one propeller. Look how high it got. I could just imagine what the reach is. And so it's amphibious. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Another round of applause for that. Are you kidding me? That's nuts. I want one. Shut up and take my money. Oh, this is cool. And I will always say this: adults are just bigger children at this point. Because I've noticed that as a society, we just create things that we want to see, we want to do when we're little. So I think this is somewhere in France. Oh, that was surprisingly short, is what she said. So essentially, what you're looking at is that uh, it's a building that's being reflected on a mirror where people can pretend to climb. And take pictures of themselves climbing it. I don't know. This is amazing, actually. But like at the same time, like what's its purpose? It's just for entertainment purposes. How much money went into this, and how much money are they making out of that? I don't know. Round of applause. That's my segue. That's my segue. I don't know. What else we have? Oh, this is a good PSA. Flat out. Like flat out. Like why can't that be a real thing? I remember being ghosted when I was single. Are you kidding me? This is the worst experience ever. Being ghosted. It's like like the first question you ask yourself is like, what did I do wrong, right? How could I have done it differently? Second, you start to get into your head, which is probably the reason why you you probably didn't do that great. I don't know. It is what it is. But I thought it was something good to share. Round of applause for that sketch one more time. Like, shut up! Yeah. Yeah, then fucking get another job. We don't need you. I don't know. Oh, this was crazy. This was nuts. So this lady saved her mom. This one-armed lady saved her mom from dying. This was nuts. So, all right, let's just watch it. Ready? That's nuts. That's why I don't. That's why I don't exercise. Oh my goodness. Like imagine like that's that. Imagine coming across that when you go for a hike. Do 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 do. Today's gonna be a good day. Dude, help! Help! Today's gonna be a good day. Help! That's terrifying. Imagine finding yourself that in that position. I mean, in both cases, like imagine them going through that. Imagine you being the mom, like you're hanging off of a cliff, and your one-armed daughter is holding you off of this cliff. Anything that could be the end. Like, thank goodness this guy was there. Oh man, this is why you got to work out. Oh my gosh. Oh man, thank God. Round of applause. Yeah, no shit. I hope I could do something like that if that's ever the case. I like to pretend like I am cool, but I'm not. I panic. I'm not gonna lie. Situational blindness is a thing for me. Oh, this guy's such a piece of shit. I'm gonna touch on this guy really quickly. The four people that you hang out with is a reflection of who you are. All right. Um, if you ever watch Friends, they all seem all different, but okay. Everyone's the same. Oh God, stupid idiot. What happened to our stupid idiot of the day, though? Oh, this video became unavailable. Did we get past everything that we just planned for today, or no? I guess we did. This guy's the Wizard of Oz. There's this Jesus-looking. There he is. So, all right. So, in case you're ever wondering when to know when you're being manipulated, intense eye contact is usually a good indicator. Uh, Confidence is usually associated with eye contact, but confidence is also an indicator of could be also an indicator of manipulation. As you can see, this gentleman is trying really hard to convince you that he would never put a microchip in his brain. What? What? Your heartstring? How could they pull on your heartstrings? And this is like this is what's that word called? Projection, right? He's totally projecting his manipulation techniques. First, we're going to try to pull on their heartstrings. Second, we're going to lie to them directly. Just flat out lie to them. It's going to fix your heart conditions and your spinal. It's going to be they're going to present to you as a medical miracle. But no, you're going to have to resist. I remember the first time they came up with the life-saving paddles. Or are they going to electrify you? First, they're going to pull on your heartstring and tell you they're going to save your mom's life. Or your grandma's life with these paddles, these electrical paddles. Don't let them. Because they're out to get your kids. Oh my goodness, I get to learn? Okay. Oh. We can. I mean, we can read body language. But it's not like literally knowing what's going on in their brains. But go ahead. Oh. Uh-huh. Another way that you can tell that somebody's like trying to manipulate you is that they'll emphasize certain words to make it seem like it's more important than they really are. They're gonna bank on the fact that that you're competitive. They're going to try to manipulate us. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then you could also see people's mannerism shortly after they make a statement. In this case. And in this case, it's like, you know, that little mannerism shortly after. The confident lust. It's not a lustful stare. It's an endearment. It's almost like a in love with their own fart smell look. Like this guy definitely looks like he likes the smell of his own farts. Uh-huh. What? Like what? That's like going, oh, there's this new drug called Advil. It's supposed to fix our headaches, make it go away. But what it's meant to do, it gives you syphilis. Uh-huh. Yeah, there you have it. Don't trust modern advancement. Trust people that look like this. There you have it. Round of applause. I thought this was beautiful. So, this video got interrupted by another person, and the host was like, God, some people, right? Am I right? And then the person that he's interviewing goes off on like the most beautiful tirade that leaves like this guy stunned. So let's just watch the whole video. Ready? Got him. The guy doing the interview is just like, Like, and I could just imagine the guy interviewing him is just like saying the word facts over and over again in his head. Facts, 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 based, based, based. Yep. Are you real? Ah! No. Round of applause for this guy. This is surprisingly, this is exactly who we should all aim to be. That understanding, but you can't. You can't be that understanding and knowledgeable because you will be victimized. He probably that's probably something that his therapist probably told him, and he internalized, which is great because yeah, it's 100% accurate. Never to attribute to malice what you can attribute to. What do you say? Uh, Incompetence. Yeah, absolutely. What a fucking legend. Like but I can guarantee you, he was just like repeating word for word what his therapist said. But I mean, come on, how based is all of it? I mean, it goes to show you like facts are facts, no matter what, like no matter what you want to follow up with. All right, we're gonna keep this going. We're gonna see what else we can do here. This is a unorganized show. Like I did my best to do it prior to the show, but it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Recently in Florida, this man fights an alligator. Imagine having to deal with this. Imagine having to see this outside of your house. A guy struggling with a dinosaur. There's like 20 people out there, at least 30 to 40 people out there. No, probably like 20 to 30. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.